Today, our Michigan Tech Husky Valorant team is taking on Cumberland University in the Playfly League. Cumberland, of course, hails from Tennessee, just outside Nashville. My name is Atlas, and joining me today is
David.
And let's introduce our Michigan Tech players. We have our captain, Brandon as Jay, Elliot as Elo, Raymond as Goodish, John as Engkong, Henry as Quartiup, and Tobias as T.G. Jorgen. And for the Cumberland players, they have Morgassi, J.P., McLovin, Shooter Val, and Woody. So that's the lineup for today's players. Yeah, let's talk about map picks. What do you think?
So for our map picks, we got Ascent, we've got Lotus, and we've got Icebox. So for the first map, it'll be Ascent with MTU on attack, and then the second map will be Lotus with MTU on attack again. And then if it goes to the third map, it's a best of 3, of course, it will be Icebox. And then you can talk about the bans.
Yeah, so the bans are going to be, the first one was banned Haven. So Tech banned Abyss, they banned Bind. We picked we picked Ascent and they picked Defense on Ascent. We banned Sunset, they banned Haven. And then Icebox is the decider with Michigan Tech picking Defense. This is an interesting lineup for a couple of reasons, but I think that, well, there's a couple interesting things here. First off, Abyss. I would have liked to see Abyss. Abyss, I think, would have been very funny. If someone fell off the map, we would definitely make fun of them.
Yeah, poke fun at them.
Tragic. But another day. So tonight on Michigan Tech Huskies, we'll be having their first official match this season. If anyone remembers last week, the other team forfeited. So Tiffin University forfeited last week. So we're at a 1-0 lead for the start of the season. Our opponent, Cumberland, is off to a very similar start. Last week they had a bye, funny enough. So we're going to be competing for a best of 3 match tonight, both for the first time this season. So kind of funny how that works out. But I want to go back to the maps a little bit here. First off, that Abyss ban. What do you think about it? What do you think the thought process went into the players? I mean, I know that Abyss has been a tricky map for some players, especially with those edges and the ability to just fall off the map. It's been also interesting in some respects because, of course, that means you can kind of play with the economy and sometimes deny either ult orbs or extra money for the team. So that's not going to come into play this round. Abyss is, in my experience, if I'm correct, Abyss is the first map in Valorant that you can actually have the entire team basically eliminate themselves before the round even begins. Well, maybe right after the round begins.
Well, technically, you could die of fall damage on certain maps like Haven and Split, falling off the rope, or Heaven.
True, but the amount of time and effort that would be required to do that is, I feel like they would find you first, and so it's not a great strategy on those maps.
Yeah.
Icebox as our final map. I'll be honest, I love Icebox. I really do. I think it's a fun map. I think it's an interesting map. It's one of the maps that really, I got me into Valorant as far as the map design and also just the mostly map design. But there's other aspects too. Well, we're heading into game here. We've got 30 seconds on the clock, and let's see. Michigan Tech, of course, attacking. Nope. Yes, they are attacking. Cumberland will be defending. I wonder what's this pistol round looking like. It looks like mostly a lot of presence A. A very nice defense for Cumberland. I like this 2-1-2 setup. You've got one person lurking mid. That's Jet, seems to be. KJ locks down B. KJ always goes B on Haven.
KJ and Sova with that wall bang.
It's a pretty overpowered combo. I feel like most people would put those 2 agents on B, which does, give a bit of predictability. But here we go. No contact yet.
Omen throwing up that really important smoke for A main there, keeping that control. KO and Omen both holding that.
Yeah, and they're trying to fight for some control. They're trying to see what they can happen. Of course, you have Omen in wine, gets a kill. gets 2. Very nice, very nice. The trade comes in, but you know that's a pretty good pick there, especially for Loki and Wine. KO on the
You have
site.
2 lurking through tree there, getting onto site and trapping Omen.
And nice kill. They found the Looking Omen, and now it's just good one from KJ. Will the spike get down? Ooh, maybe not. Spike does get down. It's a 2v1. Gets 1v1. And they trade shocks. And it looks like the defense will win the first round. That's Cumberland University winning the first point. Still, though, it came down pretty close. Again, it's 0-1 as far as the agents are concerned. You know, they will defuse the spike, so that's the round. But Tech did get to play at the spike, so that's a bit of extra money going into this next round. I'm curious to see what their economy is going to look like. Are they going to try to force, or are they just going to try to play the normal economy? I would assume that since, you know, we're starting out, it's 1-0, it's the very beginning of the game. I would assume that probably they're not going to force, but we'll see. You never know. Crazier things have happened. Yeah, here we go, off into round number 2, and we've got some interaction mid. A bit of a taste mid, but Jet backing away. And we have got some other stuff going on too. Looks like exploring mid, catwalk a little bit, Spike's leaning A. Nice kill from Jet there.
Cumberland getting a pick onto tiles there and taking control.
Ooh, missed shot. Ooh, and Goodish gets the trade. Very nice from Goodish. But KJ, look at KJ creeping up here into mid. Caught off guard, Goodish there. And now this is a sticky situation, right? Because now you have 2 players leaning A, not really a chance to rotate. Trading.
Michigan Tech, Sova getting caught off guard there with the Omen.
And so now it's just up to Omen. To be fair, this is the second round. The economy is against them, but still, hopefully you want to get something, right? You want to get a kill. You want to get someone.
For sure. In this 1v4 situation, it's kind of just important to see how many picks you can get, and he's doing a pretty good job at that, not overreaching, but unfortunately he doesn't get one there.
Doesn't get one. Still 1 pick from Tech. That's not bad. That's not bad for second round.
Yeah.
And it'll be the bonus round for Cumberland. Cumberland University going into the bonus round. They're gonna want to save. They're gonna want to just take the guns that they already have and use them again. And Tech will be going for a full buy here, full shields, full guns. Everyone is locked and loaded. And we begin. Looks like very heavy presence A, although KJ is leaning towards B on the side of Tech. So we'll see what KJ does. Just a turret, looks like. So maybe KJ's wanting to get a pick towards B. We'll see how this plays out. Hold the wave, trying to get some early presence into B main. I wonder, has that Omen on the other side of the map heard Tech? That's a good question.
Yeah, taking a look at their spawn, all 4 of them are rotating through spawn to go to B here. The entire Tech team meeting up at B main.
Oh, but that angle held from the defending Jet. That's a powerful angle, and it has not been contested. So, okay, KO coming up. This is gonna be a clash here, in just a second. Oh, and there's the clash. That Outlaw getting value, but the trade coming through. KO knife gets Jet. And we still have 2 defenders still on A. Still on A. So 2-2 as far as the defenders go. Tech trying to see what they want to do here, how they want to proceed. Both sides have gotten a pick. The round's kind of opening up. 30 seconds on the clock. If you want to rotate, you got to rotate now. Otherwise, you don't really have an option later down the road. And they are not going to rotate. So Jet doesn't get the kill there.
2 of Cumberland on site. One of them dies from stairs.
That's good. That's good. Oh, but Jet able to get 3. Wow. And the Sheriff killed too. It looks like... Oh!
It's traded out.
Trades them out. And now it's a 1. Oh, but there's no time. No time to plan. So the timer will expire. And Cumberland will, in fact, get the bonus round, leaving just 1 Tech player alive.
Taking a quick look at their comp here, you got two teams with the exact same comp. So clearly they both know what's up with the strategies. And we'll see what happens further with that.
Absolutely. You know, the thing that I always think is the odds of winning a bonus round in general, on average, is about 10 to 12%. That's given to us, of course, from the statistic masters of Valorant. But it's not great to lose a bonus, that's for sure. But worse things could happen. Worse things could happen. So as we enter the fourth round, got a bit of a broken buy from Tech here. Obviously, they just spent all their money last round, and they only brought one of those guns back through to this round, so it's not ideal, but they're going to make what they can of it. We've got an even spread across the map, trying to get a pick, get some contact, get something on the board that would, you know, point the round into their favor. Not able to get it, though. Not able
JP
to get it,
taking
though.
out Jay from Michigan Tech. And I'm pretty sure I saw that Jet has an op. He's sitting A main with an op. Takes out Kang.
There's the up, yeah. That is a rough time. Spike still A, leaning A. Good kill
Elio
from
taking
Jet.
out Omen, getting traded out.
We're just kind of watching the map here. Not sure if it's a technical issue or what's preventing us
One
from
enemy remaining.
seeing. Looks like, yeah, it's just KO left. Gets a kill. Nice. Good kill.
My ult's ready. Flashbang.
Gets a kill. That's something on the board, right? You want to get some value. And
Yeah,
that's
he's
some
getting
value right
holded by 3 angles right here. KJ coming up behind him, Jet holding from mid, and
Ooh.
also Silva holding from mid. Unfortunately,
Almost-
he gets kind of cornered there.
Almost got the kill onto Jet. Dodged the bullet from Jet, but not able to connect in the end. A bit of a shame, but you know, they did their best. So, well, we're gonna head into the fifth round. Let's see what the buy's like. Tech. I mean, I'll be honest, the economy still isn't looking that great. It's kind of just starting to spiral. You look at Sova on the defense, already buying an Odin, which is a little obscene, but happens.
Yeah, we see him setting up on B with the Odin, which is a very
Right.
common Silva strategy. Tech all pushing B here, 5 push on B. Let's see what happens.
Full stack on B, and 2 of them undetected.
Dies
One
to
of them
that Odin
spam.
spray.
Ouch, that spam is lethal. Well, here comes the KO ult. That's something. And that will suppress quite a number of people. Although, KO goes down.
JP getting goodish, but getting traded out by the Silva.
Let's see, we have, well, that KO is about to die, so that makes things a bit sticky.
Yeah, Michigan Tech takes the site here, and to see how their post plant shows up.
40 seconds. Remember, that's the time that it takes for the spike to go off, so if they could just hold down for another 40 seconds, they'll be okay. We'll see if that happens, though. The defenders already surrounding, coming on site.
Jet
Drop kill
taking out
onto Jay.
Jay from lane.
They get one. They get one.
Both watching
10
stairs,
seconds.
gets the kill on
They
stairs.
just have to hold for 10 more seconds. They're almost there. Oh, and the spam.
Enemy remaining.
Not enough time. 5 seconds. They have to
1v1.
hold for 5 more seconds. Okay, gets the kill. Is this going to be enough time?
No, definitely not. Tech did a good
And
job there stalling out
go.
until the spike diffused,
Tickets on the board.
for sure. 4-1, first point down.
First point for Tech. They get on the board. The great, everyone died, of course, but, you know, sacrifices must be made, as they say. And what's more important is the fact that Spike went off, time went out, and ultimately Tech gets the point. So they're going to be coming into this round looking like a pretty even save across the board. Sova with a Bucky. That's about it. Mostly Sheriffs and Light Shields. But to be fair, look at their bank. They are kind of, you know, stacked as far as cash, especially for the next round. And I'm stalling here. I can't see anything. It's frozen. Well, fair enough. Hey, at least we won the last round. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it's true. Hey, we can take this time to talk about some of the recent changes.
Absolutely. Let's talk about chamber changes first. The obvious change that's been rattling the community, so to speak, has been the change onto chamber. Chamber getting buffed. Of course, we all remember the chamber meta of basically since chamber was released for about a year it lasted. Chamber was was very meta. Of course, the glory days of players such as Ye and whatnot. But you'd see Chamber picked over Cypher basically every time.
For sure.
Chamber's teleport was far too overpowered, and you know, they tried to nerf Chamber in several ways, but ultimately, Chamber only dropped in pick rate when they really nerfed his teleport. And so today's patch, not today's patch, but the upcoming patch, is going to buff Chamber. And so people are concerned that the Chamber meta will be back. I think it's a little overblown, I'll be honest. I don't think it's as powerful as the old Chamber. I think it's important because I really do think that Chamber is underutilized. So frankly, I am all for it. What do you think, though?
No, I think it's definitely good because we've seen a lot of decrease in his play, especially because, first of all, he had 2 trips, and then his TP was far greater range. Especially having with 2 TPs, certain maps you could TP across the entire map.
Right.
Like on for example, Bind, you could TP from A to B instantly. So definitely after that, we didn't see a lot of play, and so I think Riot definitely saw that and added those couple extra meters to his TP to definitely improve, which I think is a big improvement to help him get out of those situations.
You know I love lineup Larrys. If you go into take Chamber into an empty map and play around a little bit, you'll find that there are more setups. The one that I know about in particular is on Haven Seaside. It's possible for Chamber to set up a TP, walk down C long, and in fact, get away. Peek the corner, get a kill, TP out. It's just barely long enough. And so I think with enough opportunities like that, enough places like that, we could really see some more Chamber use, which I think would be fun. Call me nostalgic, but I'll be honest, I like the Chamber meta. I'm saying that as a Cypher main too. I never played Chamber, but I like Chamber because Chamber, well, let's be honest, Chamber was the automatic pick, which means that no one picked Cypher, which means I never had to play against Cypher, which I kind of liked. Very selfish of me. 6-1, here we are, back in the game. And that's not great. Tech, not able to get any rounds since we last saw them. And
Pulled the wave, getting an early pick onto MTU there.
Yeah.
With that op.
Let's see, opping towards B. Tech is just trying to, they have the jet knives pulled, but what can they do with this? That's the question.
2 of Cumberland sitting in mid, watching tiles.
Oh, and the op. The op is devastating. This could be a flawless for Cumberland. We'll see. And it is.
JP
it's a flawless
takes
for
out
Cumberland
Omen
University.
for the end of the round.
Wow. Well, 7-1 in favor of Cumberland, of course. Here comes the bye, and a timeout from Gray, who I am assuming is Tech. Not sure exactly who's calling this timeout, although if I had to guess, I would assume it's Tech.
Yeah, it's the attackers. So
yeah, oh, that makes sense.
That's
so,
Tech.
this is I think a good call. A timeout's needed right now. To just talk about things. Look at their economy. They have enough to buy for the next round, so that was probably a save the last round. So they could, in theory, if they get a good buy here and really try to cook something special, they could pull this back. Right now, though, they really need to just talk about their tactics, talk about how they're going to approach Cumberland in the next round and see what they can do with these guns. Because if they lose this round, the round after is not going to be looking pretty for the economy. So, I think this is a good call, especially coming onto a bye round.
For sure. Having only what, 3 rounds after this left, if they buy here and lose, they'd only have one and a half full buys left.
Right. So, here we go, coming off the timeout. 20 seconds until the round begins, and looks like Tech is making the kind of a similar call to what they did earlier. We have KJ towards B, or at least the KJ turret towards B, and most of Tech is grouped up towards A. The question is, how fast are they going to run this down? Are they going to be very explosive, which they could be? Might catch the Omen off guard. English, I promise I speak it. We'll see though.
Cumberland almost having an unfavorable situation on defense, but the KO did just rotate to A, which is unfortunate. They would have had a 2v4 on site, but now it's a 4v3.
Yeah, and that KO just did suppress. I believe that was 1, 2, 3 people. So
The call out coming for Sova to rotate to mid 2 there creates
Yeah.
even more pressure for Tech. Oh, it looks like he's going back.
going back to B, seeing if they're rotating. We've got pings from Tech onto A site. We've got some smokes A. We'll see how this goes. Be honest, just looking at the map here, we're right along with defense KJ, who is just kind of vibing, which I appreciate. Oh, is KJ got a lockdown? Maybe.
No, I think she's just holding it for fun.
Fair enough.
Tech with 40 seconds left. Let's see if they can push main here. There's
They're
smokes coming
pretty
out.
slow. Here comes the
The
dart.
executor's going out.
Knife comes
Let's see
in.
what happens.
This is an execute.
McLovin taking out
30
Omen,
seconds
getting
left.
traded out by Jet.
Good trade. Good trade.
Tech going in,
Out of
getting
the
a
smoke.
pick on Omen there on Dice.
That's a critical pick, honestly. I'm glad they got that pick. The Sova ult, unfortunately,
Sova ult getting 3. That is
Wow. And now it's just KJ. Hey, I mean, that's something.
big. KJ getting a
getting
pick,
one
but
kill.
getting instantly traded out. That's unfortunate.
Not able
Tech
to get
did
it.
get 3 there, though.
Yeah, that is something, though. That is something. Well, now Tech's economy. I mean, they could try to scrape something together here. It's not pretty. You see Jet going maybe for a Vandal and Light Shields. We'll see some Guardians.
Yeah, they're forcing up.
I mean, Jay looks like the only one to buy with full shields and a Vandal, but we'll see. We will see.
Tech 5-man pushing A or B.
I like this B stack. It's something that admittedly they've done before, but in one sense they haven't, right? They haven't done it with the op gone, with some of the other things changed. So I'm glad to see this. I hope that they're successful here.
Yeah, they've been spotted, so the Omen smoke comes out, and Tech is gone for that KO knife.
Tech really hasn't rotated much. I mean, they did that one round, but other than that, they haven't rotated a ton this game. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a rotate come in. In fact, it's something that I might do myself. But they will not rotate, which is probably not a bad idea. After all, I am bronze. So, take it with a grain of salt. We've got the double KJ lockdowns coming in essential. That kind of negates a bunch of the ability for people to take space. Of course, for the defenders, it's as simple as just backing up a bit. They still have visibility into the site entrance, so less, I would say, less lost for the defenders
30
there.
seconds left.
Yeah, and we can see Omen there on
Oh,
top
Omen, this
cat
could be
holding
deadly.
that flank.
This could be deadly.
Oh, gets spotted,
Oh,
gets
they see
taken
it.
out.
Let's go. That's
Good
a good
kill
trade.
from Cordy.
Great trade. Great trade. So that was a flank from Omen. Honestly, it could have been devastating, but Tech saw it. And Tech got it.
Yep, Tech taking some space mid here. And they've got 1 on A also for the flank.
Ooh.
Down B.
But the
3 of Tech
defense
getting
on
taken
A.
out.
Wow. That Ares, I think it is. Was that an Ares or an Odin?
I think that was an Odin.
Just mowing people down. Wow. Well, 9-1 in favor of Cumberland University. We're heading into round number 11 next. Tech's really kind of bleeding the economy at this point. They've only got 2 rounds, so they got to decide, okay, is it this round we're going to buy or is it next round? And it looks like it's going to be next round.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a smart decision considering last round is the last round of the half.
I don't blame them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
But at least they've got 1 gun. They've got 1 Vandal.
They do.
Which can make a whole difference.
Hero rifles do come in clutch sometimes.
For sure. Omen setting up line there, getting a pick with that one way.
It's a good one way. Jet pulling knives. That's Jet's ult. And now you see Tech just kind of thinking about what they want to do. Kind of just musing.
Tech
holding
being
space.
extremely patient after that pick.
Everyone's just kind of in the same spot, which I don't blame them. But, they are trying to make some movement here, trying to take some space. Not able to get it, though. The molly will push them out.
Yeah, that was a great clear from KO to get them out of that spot.
And they're going to push. Interesting. McLovin going forwards. The flash.
Flashing
Gets 1, gets
3
2.
of them,
Not able to get any more.
but the Omen flash will clean them up. Unfortunate
Hot dog
from
63. That's an A.
Last round in the half.
Well, here we are. The last round of the half. This is really the make or break round. 10-1, man. That's rough. Well, you know, worse things have happened.
Well, you have to keep in mind that this is a pretty intensely defense-sided map.
That is true. That's true. This is generally defender-sided. Got full guns across the board for everyone. And then Odin.
Tech going with the 5-man push on B again, seeing if this will work. Kind of going faster than they usually have, waiting out the Elder Spray.
KO, not able to do much there. They're going to retreat and see if they can regroup and maybe make another push somewhere else on site.
Cumberland still stacking 4 towards B, but they have Omen in tree, or close to tree, to make sure that they don't rotate.
Well, they have a bit of presence mid, but not a ton. We've got Jet holding a shorty, trying to keep control of the smoke there. Do they realize... Shots traded.
Now, smoke going down, Jet now
Omen's
peeking
there.
mid with that op.
Omen's there. This could be bad. This could be bad. I'm just thinking of Killjoy here, you know? Jay.
Yeah, him in that corner,
Right.
Omen definitely could have seen him
Oh,
there.
here they come.
Here they come, all coming tree.
Okay, are
4
they
of
gonna-
them going tree.
Gets
Omen
one.
gets 1.
Gets 2, gets
2,
3.
gets 3, gets traded by
Ooh.
KO. KO gets traded by the op. And Killjoy is last alive in a 1v4 with 10 seconds left.
10 seconds on the clock, that's rough. Gets 1, that's something. Not able to get it, the shorty kill. 11-1, we close out the first half of the game. We're going to swap sides now. Tech is going to be defending, and Cumberland will be attacking.
Yeah, with Tech on the defense, this is definitely their time to shine. I think it'll be very important to get these first couple rounds.
We'll see how they handle this, yeah. Of course, with this next half, it could be a short half, it could be a long half. You never know. We might go the distance. We can always believe, eh?
No, you can definitely not count them out yet.
We've got an interesting setup here from Cumberland. We've got a 3-2 setup. 2 leaning towards A, 3 is Spikes leaning A, which is interesting. But we've got 3 players B. They're probably gonna go mid.
Yeah, it looks like a big mid push here, which
Yeah.
it is. All 5 going mid.
Heavy
from
mid
Cumberland.
push.
Nobody spotted tree. All 5 up mid to market. Let's see where they go.
They're
Killjoy bot
running
spots
it
them.
down mid. This is classic.
Tech knows where
love
they
this
are. Let's see what happens.
Just for the meme of it.
It's a
Wow.
brawl. It's an entire brawl and spawn.
That was nasty.
Cumberland going to A though. They don't know KO is heaven. Oh, they're going back.
They're going back, and maybe they're gonna go B. Do they know where KO is?
Maybe
That's
they
the
know
question.
he's here.
That is the question. Well,
Very interesting that they all went to heaven there and all left. They must have known he was there.
maybe heard something or something. I don't know. Well,
Spike
good
planted on B.
trying to make something happen here. It's pistol round. You got a pistol.
You got 3 players watching mid.
Not able to get it.
Unfortunate.
Not able to get it. Well, that's 12-1 in favor of Cumberland. Here comes our next round. And this is match point for the map.
Both teams are going to be trying to buy as much as they can here, especially because it's the last round.
This is, of course, a best of 3 series, and so this is our first map in this series. And, Stingers, honestly, hot take, I think Stingers are underrated. I think you take a Stinger, you run it down mid, you're having a good day, honestly. I like the Stinger.
For sure. Stingers have been pretty broken since release, but even with the nurse, they're still pretty good for a save round.
Stinger is the ultimate spray and pray weapon, and that's not a bad thing in some situations, you know?
Yeah. Cumberland swinging up onto B, getting 2. Tech having 2 in spawn. Getting... Elio getting 2.
A 2v2, this is winnable.
Yes, for sure.
We've got a Sheriff on board with Ilio.
KO pushing up mid,
Spikes
getting
down.
killed by Sova, and Omen gets the pick with the Bucky. Unfortunate.
Gets the pick. Well, that
And
is a
that's our
defeat.
first game.
13-1 in favor of Cumberland University. We will go to map 2. Map 2, of course, is what is map 2? Lotus. Lotus is map 2. You know, you hate to see it, but such is life sometimes. I hope that was, you know, it's an interesting game, that's for sure. I thought there was some interesting plays here and there. I liked Cumberland's run it down mid for the first round, the second half. I thought that was fun.
Yeah, it was definitely a surprising round for Tech. I don't think they expected anything like that out of them.
I don't think so. But you never know. Maybe with a bit of regrouping and, you know, a bit of talking and seeing what happened, Lotus, you never know. Could be a different story. So we'll be back very shortly with Lotus. Thank you for watching Michigan Tech Valorant. We have a couple of sponsors to thank first. Do you need to live close to campus? Think about Broadway Enterprises. We have places for that. Find the perfect location. Live where you want to live. HoughtonForRent.com. That's the website you got to go to. HoughtonForRent.com. Thank you so much to Broadway Enterprises for supporting Michigan Tech Valorant. Also, University Images. University Images is, of course, your official hardware headquarters for authentic Michigan Tech Husky apparel. University-owned, university-operated, University Images located right here in the SDC. Or go to bookstore.mtu.edu. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll be back very soon with map number 2, that is Lotus. Thank you for joining us. welcome back to Michigan Tech Valorant. We are going for our next map, Lotus, of course, and we're here in the Agent Select, getting to see which people are going with which agents. Michigan Tech, of course, is on the attack, and Cumberland will be on the defense. First up, impressions, we've got KJ on... Michigan Tech picks KJ. I like the Cypher pick from Cumberland. What do you think about this agent composition?
It's definitely interesting to see a KJ versus Cypher. I'm not familiar with the meta. Well, we can see who does better, I guess.
I suppose so. I know that Cypher, one of the reasons why I love Cypher is that the trips, they're global. So you can be halfway across the world and your trips will still work. So, of course, with KJ, that doesn't exactly work the same. There's a bit of a range to it. But Lotus is a fairly square map, so you know that can be used to your advantage. Of course, with B-site, kind of just in the middle of everything. It's where some of the most dramatic moments happen, B-site, eh?
For sure, but I definitely think that KJ alarm bot is harder to dodge than a trip.
That's true.
Especially because it can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be on walls, and you can't do things like updraft over it or satchel over it and stuff like that.
That is very true. There's ways to beat Cypher's trips that are easier than KJ's. What is it? It's the alarm bot, right?
Alarm bot, yeah.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Heading into our game. We're in Texas for some reason. Huh. I wonder what our ping is. Anyway. Interesting. Well, I'm excited for Lotus. Lotus, I'll be honest. Can I be honest with you? Lotus isn't one of my favorite maps. It's fine. It's fine. I used to dislike it more than I do now. But I'll be honest, there's some other maps out there that I like better, including, no offense, but Pearl. I think Pearl is a better map than Lotus. Maybe I've just seen too much of it this season, but that's just my opinion. What do you think about that?
Personally, as a Sova main, I really like Lotus. Lots of opportunities of wall bangs, especially in that A-site tree. And I assume that's what they have Fade for. Fade is really good on Lotus for getting over those walls, especially with the wall bangs.
Well, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You know, one of the best parts about Sova is those lineup layers. And honestly, if I was like, you know, Cypher has this a bit, but if I was, you know, if I got really into Sova, I would just be going for those lineups because those are really fun. Here we go. First round.
Lots of action coming out A main.
Lots of fighting. Hello. Of course, Michigan Tech is
yeah, Michigan Tech on attack. It is a 2v4, 1v4. They did not see the flank coming.
Not able to get it. Some damage dealt, of course, to Omen. And to Fade and Neon, but not able to secure the round. That was a pretty quick round as far as I felt like the action just kind of all happened at once, you know?
Cumberland coming out very aggressive, especially with that Neon and Fade and Breach. They have got so much util they can use off that A main push.
You know, and one of the things I always say is this A section, right? This A contention is often a big part of rounds because so many teams will start out A and then maybe explore other options. But A is like the primary first battlefield. So here we go, round number 2, and looks like Tech is going to go for a B hit. Pretty direct one too. They're not even attempting to head towards A to maybe do like a mid split or something. Ooh, interesting tactic. Unfortunately, a flawless round for Cumberland. They are just able to mow Tech down there. Coming out of the smoke. Smoke's so tricky. And,
yeah, definitely looks like some of the, a lot of the Cumberland guys bought some heavy guns there for that wall bang through the door.
The Outlaw.
The Outlaw got a lot of damage there.
Absolutely. Well, all you have to do, like for the Outlaw, for example, you get a bunch of damage, someone comes out of the smoke, and they have to train their sights on you, and all you do have to do is just, you know, hit a bit of chip damage.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a tricky fight there. But here we go into round number 3. It's Cumberland's bonus. Can they clutch it? Can they win it? These bonuses typically go for the economically advantaged, which is going to be Tech in this instance, but we will see if that holds true. Early aggression, A, lots of fighting. We see pretty much all of Tech is leaning towards A.
Yeah, Tech fighting for this A main control does get one taken out from Neon.
Goodish falls. And we have Killjoy kind of just exploring C.
Ilya with the trade on that Neon. That's big.
It's a good trade. It's a good trade. Unfortunately, Cypher's camera is towards C, and Cypher is checking it every once in a while. So very soon here, Cypher's going to realize, hey, there's a KJ leaning towards C. We'll probably see that. There we go. Right now.
Camera taken out.
So that's something. They don't know if the spike's C or if that's just KJ, but it's something worth considering. To be fair, Tech is the advantage right now.
Yeah.
It's 1v3.
2v3 turned to 1v3, all of them going towards C site. Cypher realizes they're going, and he's finally rotating there.
Question is, will Cypher try to fight this, or will Cypher just save? And I think Cypher is fighting this.
Triggered.
Hides, gets a cage off. Let's see.
Gets
Let's
taken out by
go!
Jay. Big round for Tech there.
Huge round, huge round. Jay gets the clutch for the round and takes Cypher out. That is now your Huskies on the board. 2-1 in favor of Cumberland, but Tech take the third round. And of course, now we get to see how the economy all plays out. Of course, Tech taking 3 guns into the next round, and so their economy is going to be a bit better than Cumberland's. We'll see how that all plays out in the upcoming rounds. But I don't know. What do you think of this economy so far?
Well, it definitely looks like Tech doesn't have that much more. You see a couple of them are in the 2,000s and 1,000s. Definitely, I'd say it's about 2 guns more than Cumberland has right now.
I'd say so, yeah.
It definitely depends on who's winning the round. If you go back to A side again,
Right, you have a lot
Neon
of...
getting one, getting traded out though, and then Breach coming back with the trade.
Trying to get something, trying to make something happen. Again, a lot of heavy fighting A. We've seen this before, we'll see it again. And looks like Tech might wanna explore somewhere else. Unfortunately for them, there's a ton of presence C, but ooh, Jay gets one onto Omen there.
Very important pick there, evening the team there. 3v3, all 3 of Tech players are on A.
Absolutely, and do they realize that they're going to be flanked very shortly? Well, relatively shortly from Fade. Cypher, of course, heading mid, and Omen.
We do have that alarm bot though, which will be caught right now. So they do know he is flank.
That is true. That is true. So that's good intel from them. They, of course, this is a 3v3, but they've got 40 seconds on the clock. They got to make a decision. Do they want to execute or do they want to try to rotate? And it looks like, well, we'll see.
Opening tree door. Breach gets one, gets traded out by Jay. Good pick
2v2.
there. Getting onto site, planting.
Spike is going down.
Both Cumberland players coming from breakable B. Let's see what happens.
Where is everyone?
Cypher ult going out. That's very big for
It's a good ult.
Cumberland.
It's a good ult. It shows you where they are on site. You don't have to worry about flanks. I love the Cypher ult.
Big stun coming out.
Gets a kill.
Breach gets taken out.
Just play time. Jay has, what, 30 seconds to fill? It's a tough call, though. When
Gets
you have
scanned,
two,
gets
2v1.
dogged.
Not able to do
2v1,
it.
cannot take it out.
Not able to do it. And Cumberland will get the 4th round. 3-1 in favor of Cumberland.
These rounds definitely haven't been very easy for Cumberland because, as you can see, 3 people from Cumberland have been taken out. There's a close 2v2 at the end there, so definitely showing more presence, I think, than last game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, of course, that's not great for Tech's economy. Their guns are not looking the greatest. I mean, they might be able to scrape together some rifles and Marshall, Guardian. Marshall's good. I like the Marshall. I think it's underrated, but, you know, maybe that's just me. How do you feel about the Marshall? Do you use it frequently?
I don't. I use the Outlaw a lot, though, for that wall pen, but
That's true.
I think Marshall's definitely good on someone like Raze. Raze, Jet, anyone with mobility, I think.
Fair enough. I like Marshall because if you do get a headshot, oh, it's so satisfying.
For sure, definitely.
We'll see, though. We'll see, though. As we head into this round,
Tech being very patient in spawn. Cumberland showing a lot of presence in C there.
Kudush gets the first kill. Nice. Oh. And Gecko gets away.
Kang safely makes it out of there, showing presence B. And I think that Cumberland noticed that they left, so they're also leaving. Everyone's headed toward A, including Cypher, all the way at C. So I think everyone knows it's a C push, or A push, sorry.
Woody gets a kill. Not able to get 2, though. Tech with the man advantage. A 2v2 now.
2 versus 2, Breach gets 1, and Cypher gets the other.
Oh, wow.
Big round from Breach, though, getting 3.
That could have been something else, but it wasn't. C'est la vie. Well, as we head into round number 6, we've got 4-1 on the board. 4 in favor of Cumberland University, of course. I
This should do.
like that trip. It's very annoying, you know?
Yes,
You get
definitely.
all the way to the entrance of a site, and then there's a trip, and you're like, bro, what do I do?
I've
That's-
seen a lot of Cypher trips, and I don't really see a lot of them on main. I usually see them on like the box hop up to heaven and B.
Yeah, that's fair.
Michigan Tech on a full save here. All 5 towards C. Cumberland showing a lot of presence in C long with that one way and Cypher playing on site.
Trying to make something happen here for Tech. They're gonna slowly creep towards C. Of course, they've got Cypher and Omen waiting for them.
Yeah, Fade clearing out B main, so they know they're not B main, and they have Neon sitting there on A, so they know they're not A. Getting 2 picks on C long though is big for Cumberland, unfortunately.
We've got that Neon from the defense flanking a little bit. That'll be coming into play very shortly.
Yep, MTU is definitely getting boxed up here.
Ah, this could be it. Do they realize McLovin has...
They're being very careful about clearing those angles though.
That's
They
good.
did spot him.
They spotted. That's good. McLovin has been spotted.
Everyone's playing slow here, being very careful about who they're peeking.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Ooh, but Woody gets the kill. It's a
Woody gets
sheriff.
the kill, and then Neon comes out, gets
Ooh, nice
killed
flick.
by Jay. Very
flick, I
big
like
pick
that.
there.
Oh,
Now he can go grab a gun.
yeah. There's not much time left in the round, though. I don't think they're going to be able to plant. Oh, unless the ult.
Omen TP onto A. He does not know that Fade is there.
5, 4. They've got a plant. They got a
Silently
second.
drops. Fade sprinting at him.
Spike down.
Plant down,
Owen
but
dead.
gets the kill.
Diffuses on.
Can Jay do anything?
3, 5, 2.
Wall bangs the
Oh.
blocks. Gets the kill, but gets traded out immediately.
Ah, Butterfingers. Well,
That was definitely a good save round from Tech. They got 3 and the plant down.
they got 3 in a plant, and I honestly really appreciated how they didn't give up. They committed. They were like, hey, we have an opportunity here. Let's make this something happen. And they did make something happen, really.
For sure. Kind of evening out the creds there. If you look at the
A little bit, yeah. It
the
definitely
economy.
could be back into it. They're not as broke as they used to be.
I think if Tech wins this round, they'll definitely get some momentum going.
It's good trips.
Tech
Well-
going for a little bit of push, a little bit of split push, 4 on A, 1 on C. Cumberland being very aggressive on C. Bit of a brawl and spawn. Cumberland getting
Ooh,
3 with that Neon ult.
no trades.
One enemy remaining.
Getting 4. This could be flawless.
Yeah,
It
that
is.
Neon ult is just so good.
Wow. Wow, McLovin really going for it. You go, McLovin. A friend of mine has a McLovin driver's license, like, sheet in their room. It's just like this
Oh,
huge
banner?
thing they put on the wall. It's honestly, it's a feature.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those.
True. I think they got it at the poster fair the other day.
Oh yeah, the poster fair in the MUB.
Yeah. I got some good stuff too. Tears of the Kingdom poster. Anyway, now's not the time. As we head into our next round, obviously Tech, not on the greatest spy, not on the worst spy. They have at least a Guardian, they have some guns, they have something, right? They can do something with this. The one-way smoke from Omen, though, is deadly.
Yeah,
Or could be.
they definitely learned not to peek this one way, which is very important, especially because Omen has infinite smokes.
Jay, trying to make something happen. Trying to move up a little bit. See what they can do.
Neon holding that A main from Rubble. Let's see if he gets cleared out. Smoke coming out for the Michigan Tech side for a one-way.
The round is a bit quiet right now, but there's about to be a bunch of contact. McLovin is about to realize, oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Tech, not really sure where to go here.
Yeah, Tech regrouping a little bit towards C main. Omen jumping in the corner. Finds out they're there, backs off, and smokes. Very smart play, playing for time, stalling out.
25 seconds, not a ton of time.
And then Fade ulting them is really just stalling out the time.
That's a great kill from Jay. I
Yeah.
like that kill from Jay.
And we have the execute. Breach ult and Gecko ult coming out. Very important.
Spike down.
3 of them
kills
get
on the
traded
side.
out. 4 of them. Last alive is Jay on B.
Not able to make it happen as
Let's
the
see if we
time
can get any exit
will
picks.
expire. And the defenders will pick up another round. Well,
Going into the round with at least 1 gun, though. That's important.
that's true. That is true. They have the gun. They saved the gun from the previous round. And they're trying to make something happen. They're just kind of trying to... Sheriffs. Looks like sheriffs across the board except for the one Vandal. Jay, Killjoy, has her ult.
Yep.
Could be used. Could be something.
The defender side has Breach ult too, which I assume they're saving for a retake.
Could be something special.
Cumberland really showing a lot of presence deep into A and C main. A lot of these rounds, which is kind of a problem for Tech.
Yeah. It seems that Tech just isn't able to get a good foothold in. You know, I haven't really seen them have a great post plant because they haven't really been able to get the spike down in a safe, in a manner that they have a bunch of control, you know? And that's just, ooh. Ooh, wow, McLovin. Oh, that was clean.
McLovin getting 2 there.
You know
Well,
what I love
Bruce
from
gets
McLovin
down.
right there? I love the reset. Realizes that they're spraying, resets, takes a chill pill, and then just...
Good kill from QWERTY there.
C's doesn't connect, which is good.
Gecko is bringing the spike up to C. Oh, he's turning around. Gets spotted by Cypher.
It's just Gecko. With the spike, to be fair.
Gecko in spawn, spotted by Fade.
They know where
Fade
he
backs
is.
up.
30 seconds left.
Cumberland playing very passive here. They don't want to
Very
give them
passive.
any free rounds.
To be fair, there is a trip on B.
Yes.
So,
Does he see it?
probably.
He knows exactly where it is.
Wingman's gonna plant spike.
Big
Wingman
plant
coming in
here for
clutch.
Tech. Lots of money.
Left.
And a
The
very
mosh
good
pit.
mosh pit for stall.
Spike planted.
Something. Spike goes down. That's something. Oh,
Cumberland flashing out, not connecting.
and they've regrouped. Uh-oh.
Gets spotted by the Cypher cam. And taken out by a breach.
Taken
Hold the
out.
wave.
That's what the Odin will do. That is what the Odin will do. 8-1, favor Cumberland.
Another decently good save round from Tech, getting 2 of their rifles and the plant down.
Wow. Something else, eh? Well, goodish. Taking a timeout. I think it's a very, very good call. They're going to take a minute timeout. I think that this has been a pretty dominant performance from Cumberland, of course. You know, that's always unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, at least it could be. Sorry, at least it's not a blowout, because we can definitely see that they're not easy rounds for Cumberland, because there haven't been a lot of flawless rounds, and these saves have been getting a lot of momentum for Tech. And of course it's 8-1. Anything can happen at 8-1.
Anything can happen. They've got 3 rounds left. I like that they have 3 Vandals and full shields. The other 2 just on classics. It's not a bad play, right?
Yep, 3
So that
rounds
way-
left. They can buy this round, and then they can save the next, and they can buy the
Exactly.
last round of the half.
Exactly. And you know what I like about the 3? Oh, and they all bought. Okay. Wow.
That was the end of the timeout.
Oh, I am very silly sometimes. I like this. They're broke, but at least they're all giving this next round the best shot they have. And you know, coming off the timeout, having discussed tactics a little bit.
Tech going for an A execute, and McLovin getting killed right away. Very big for Tech. Another big kill from Tech,
That's
holding the
good.
flank from Jay.
That's good. 5v3.
Tech, 3 of them going up through tree, getting the plant down with Gecko. Breach popping his ult from Cumberland.
Ooh. Good trade.
Very big round from Tech here.
Huge round. They are now in
4
a
versus
1v4.
They know he stares. Ray's ult comes out and takes Breach
Let's
out.
go.
Hold the wave.
Really, that timeout was something special. Tech wins that round, 8-2.
Very big round from Tech. That was definitely something to get them started on this.
And you know what I
Momentum.
like about that round? It means that coming into this next round, they don't have to save. Right? They have money, they have guns. They can really give this next round the best they've got.
For sure.
And it actually means that, well, I guess it doesn't. Never mind. I thought the economy was just, I wasn't thinking of it fully in my head.
Texting their success on A, trying it again, getting taken out from McLovin with that early op pick onto Goodish.
Is that a tech pause after this? Is Gecko perhaps? No, I'm not sure. Yeah,
Yeah, we've got a disconnect
Gecko's out.
from
Okay.
Kang on Gecko, which is unfortunate. Jay getting a
Tech
big pick
pause.
onto C
That's
there.
a good pick.
We have Cypher on Cumberland rotating back to C. Elio
Good
getting another
pick.
big pick onto McLovin with the op. So currently it is a 3v3 with that disconnect. We'll see if they can stall for him to get back,
Yeah. We'll see.
which we never know.
Yeah. These tech pauses, sometimes they take a short amount of time, sometimes they take a bit.
Yeah, Tech focusing up on C. Cypher holding with his cam on Cumberland. Spots that they're there, calls it out, and they seem to be rotating accordingly.
You should run. 30 seconds left.
Jay pops his ult,
It's a good ult. I like this ult.
and Cumberland backs off.
They
Very
should be able
smart
to get
play.
sight pretty easily.
Yep, gets the plant down.
Spike goes down. Tex, honestly, I like this post plant. I like this post plant.
Tech being very careful not to overconnect. Gecko is back. Kang is
might
back.
not
Let's see
even
if he can
need
make
a
it
tech
back in
pause next round.
time.
We'll see.
Elio takes out JP. Very big
Legend.
pick. 2v4. Breach 10
Legend.
health. This is a very winnable round for Tech. Woody taking out Elio. 1 versus 3.
Ooh,
Gets the pick
That's
onto
one.
QWERTY, but he does not have time to defuse. He'll be
there's
saving his
no
gun.
time left. Tech gets another round.
Another round from Tech. Very big.
8-3. We could see honestly an 8-4 half. It's not terrible. And if it doesn't, let's say things go
9-3 curse.
poorly. 9-3 curse, baby. 9-3 curse. Either way, it's looking good.
This
Great round
momentum
from
is
Tech.
definitely building up for Tech, for sure.
Even with a disconnect, they were able to manage the round, to manage to win the round,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is just amazing. We've got an op on the side of the defenders in the hands of Omen.
Yep.
Wonder where
Another
that's gonna
A
place.
push
Let's
from Tech.
see.
Coming out fast. Cumberland's breach going into tree, holding tree for them.
Tech, trying to make something happen here. Gets into tree. And Cumberland playing passive here. Look at where they are. They're basically in their spawn.
Yeah, Cumberland's almost letting them get this plant down for free.
Not even on
Breach
A side.
ult, they were playing for the breach ult, apparently. They knew it was coming.
Guess
None of them
so.
get hit.
Yeah.
Neon ult coming out from Cumberland.
This is deadly.
Getting taken out very big from
Very
Tech.
nice.
That Neon ult is so very destructive.
It's really important if you have that neon ult coming towards you that you get it down. You shut it down pretty quickly because otherwise it could just spiral.
Woody takes out Kang.
Whoa!
And 3 of Tech players die in succession.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Very
9-3
strong
course it is.
retake from Cumberland there.
and 9-3. 9-3 course it is. We're heading into halftime here. Switching sides, of course. Tech will be defending. Cumberland
sides.
will be attacking as we head into the second half of this game. Well, what do you think of the game so far?
Tech is definitely looking far better than they were last rounds, getting already 2 more rounds than they did last game.
That's true.
I feel like this can be their game.
I feel like the timeout really helped them. After the timeout, they were able to recuperate, they were able to have a plan, and even when one of their members disconnected because of a technical issue, they were still able to win the round. So I think that's great. Great for them.
Yeah, giving yourself some time to think, some time to cool off, definitely very important in this stressful situation of theirs, being down 1 point.
Right.
Cumberland 5-man pushing onto A, being very aggressive, coming out extremely fast with the neon.
Bring them down.
I like this aggression. It's bold, but for a pistol round, sometimes a bold play is interesting.
Yep, Tech fighting for that tree control and wins, and Cumberland retreats to B.
They're going B.
Planting on B.
Cumberland gets the plant.
Spike planted.
And now it's just a ticking time bomb, really.
Yeah, we've got 2 fights that we're going to see. We're going to see Jay versus the other Cypher here, holding the flank. He backs off. And Cumberland doing a really good job at holding the site here, which is unfortunate for Tech.
Not able to get anything, Tech. I mean, they got fade, but that's pretty much it. Jay, not able to get it. And Cumberland will win the pistol. The 9-3 curse. It was not meant to be. I believe.
Still not over yet, though.
Not over yet. Upsets can happen, and they do happen.
For sure. Cumberland having a ton of guns, coming out with a Vandal, a Guardian, and an Odin. Pretty scary stuff.
Looks like
With
they really
2
just want
Guardians.
to
Everyone has guns.
lock down this round.
Yeah.
Man, it's round 2, and they already have Vandals.
They want to win this round bad.
They really do.
Find you.
Well, you know why? Is because if they lose this round, that starts to spiral, and that could be really devastating. Everyone's bunched up together except
Yeah.
Doman on B, but
Tech going for a 4-man flank. Let's see how this works out. Oh, Gecko's coming back to B with Omen. And Cumberland
Spike
gets the plant
planted.
down for free.
Tripwire destroyed.
huh.
Here.
JP spots that 2R on the flank. Gets flash from Omen.
It's a good flash. Oh, the spam.
Tech fighting for that A main control and not getting it. They just have
Unable
so Cumberland has so many powerful rifles.
It's
and
just Jay left.
yeah.
Oh.
Looking for a pick here on B. Definitely don't want to be saving that gun. You get more if you die.
Right.
Spots Omen, doesn't get the pick.
A flawless round from Cumberland.
Tech on a buy here. Let's see if we can make it happen.
Tech on a buy. They're trying to scrape something together. They are 2 rounds away from defeat, so they really need to make something happen here.
Yep, 5 stacking A is definitely in their merits. They've realized that they've gone A both rounds, and they are doing it again. So we'll see if we can have something happen here. Cypher looking at B from Cumberland. Jay getting an early pick onto Omen, but 2 get traded out. 3,
One enemy remaining.
and that Cypher lurk played out.
Cage triggered.
Can Ellie do
Whoa,
anything?
spam
No,
through
gets
the
smoke
cage.
bang.
Get something.
Match point.
It's match point for Cumberland University. Tech is trying to make something happen, trying to scrape something together. This is match point. This is series point. If Cumberland wins, that is the series, and that is the night.
Yeah, this round is for all the marbles.
Yep. Really is something.
Tech spreading out from A this time, trying something else, see if anything else can work against this push, this very strong push that Cumberland seems to have onto A. Seeing that no one is coming C, Jay gets a very big pick on that
That's a
lurking
big pick.
Cypher.
Not able to hold the site, but there was like a billion people, so.
Hot Dog gets a kill on Goodish. 4v4. Spike down.
Tech, try to make something happen.
Get lost.
McLovin gets the kill on Jay in Spawn. Spots 2 in B Heaven. Gets another.
Go, go, go. One enemy remaining.
Gets traded out from... Or Kang gets killed by Woody.
Now it's just the hands.
Neonalt comes out and
Not able to get it.
kills Race.
Well,
That's GG.
that is GG 13-3 in favor of Cumberland University. That's 2-0 for the series. Unfortunate, as it were, but these things happen. Well, a couple things to say. First off, need to be close to campus. Live where you want to live. HoughtonForRent.com. Thanks again to Bradway Enterprises for supporting Michigan Tech Valorant. Also, play like a rock star. Try over 30 different flavors of Rockstar, brought to you by Pepsi of Houghton. Mountain Dew and Mountain Dew Energy, brought to you by Pepsi of Houghton. Thank you very much to Pepsi of Houghton for also supporting Michigan Tech Valorant. Upcoming in Michigan Tech esports in general, on the 25th, Michigan Tech will take on the University of Toledo in Overwatch. And on the 30th, we'll take on Sentinel University in Rocket League at 7 p.m. and then the University of Toledo in Super Smash Bros. At 8:30. Next Tuesday, Michigan Tech plays Stony Brook University in Valorant. Thanks again for all our players and all of our staff for making Michigan Tech esports happen. And thanks again to our sponsors who we couldn't do this without. My name is Atlas, and joining me,
I've been David, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
thanks for joining us. Have a good night. welcome back to Michigan Tech Esports. We're here with John, who was just in the lobby. John, I got some questions for you. What were you thinking kind of going into the second map? Obviously, Ascent didn't go ideally, but did you think you might be able to have something special happen on Lotus? There we go. Blanking on the name. Or you know, what was kind of thought process going into Loden and general strategy?
You know, since we knew they were a very aggressive team on Ascent, so we took that mindset onto the A site of Lotus, and we know that's a big chokehold.
Right.
But they have a little bit more mechanical skill than us, and
Fair enough.
you know, since we're a pretty new team, we thought like we just didn't have the communication and coordination that we need to be up to par with that type of skill.
To be fair, it is you guys' first round in the series, because again, you had a forfeit last week, or the other team forfeited in your favor. So I don't blame you at all. What are you guys thinking for next week? Any general strategies? Are you excited for the game? Or?
Yeah, I'm very excited for next week. Hopefully we can iron out that coordination, get that teamwork back up to par.
Incredible.
And make sure that we can hit our shots next time.
Awesome. Well, good deal. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming on, John.
Thanks, man.
Good luck and nice try, I guess. So, have a good night.
You too, man.
Have a good night.